Hello, everybody. So I was gonna start this live stream off because I have figured out that I have not done one by myself in quite a while. So I want to make this a good one. And mainly for one thing I had planned to talk about was the ones I was gonna say Monster Jam, which was a big one, big one, big one, big one. And let's get right into it. Actually, so I was watching. So if you were to watch the Monster Jam World Finals from this year, you would have actually seen the new winner in the freestyles competition and the freestyle championship, which was Thunder Roris, which was actually pretty cool because not many people actually get to see that. And from what I've seen, from what I've heard about him, he was a commentator and did very great in that. So I was actually happy to see his truck and everything win a championship, go from a broadcast partner to a freestyle winner, which was awesome to see. Um, you never get to see stuff like that. You never do. Literally. Um, I, and, people have said a lot of good things about Thunder Horse, and I've seen the highlights and stuff from the World Finals this year, and I've rewatched it like twice now. And one thing that really caught me was, have y'all seen the freestyle done by Todd LeDuc in Megalodon? It was a great freestyle. I have never seen something so good before in my life, and it was fucking amazing. Todd LeDuc, he comes from a good background racing dirt trucks, so he's used to hitting. He's used to hitting those high jumps in those dirt trucks and see stuff like this. It was just fucking amazing, which I really love. Getting a call from Kenny Curtla Jr., so let's go ahead and enter him in here. We will get him in here, but I do not want him to say, "Give me your fucking money, bitch." So we will be closing this down. We're gonna do capture display and window capture. Hold on for a second. Let me get this. Why I do this? Hold on. All right. Let me. There we go. While it's loading, here's loading for him. But yes, I was talking about Todd Leduc and being good, and he definitely is one of the top tier guys that I've actually watched before, and he's very, very good and talented at his job. That's Todd Leduc in general, and we've seen that from years past with Dennis Anderson and Tom Mintz, two of the best monster truck drivers in history, and they definitely deserve to be there too. So definitely two of the best monster truck drivers in the series, well, in history actually. So we're gonna get Kenny back on the phone again. We'll recall him, and I will get back. The stream's still gonna be going, so one second while I get this rolling. I'm gonna go ahead and call. This is definitely gonna be one of the best streams. Definitely the first time we've ever talked about Monster Jam and the Monster Jam Championship, World Finals Championship actually, and I really wanted to talk about that because that is literally something that not many people talk about is Monster Jam. People say it's an underfunded series. It really isn't. It's a gotta have skill to drive a monster truck. So it's definitely more or less one of the things you got to be really willing and prepared to do because you can't get up and go drive a monster truck and expect yourself to be the best. That's not how it works. Takes time to be a great monster truck driver, and I'm glad you get to see all these monster truck drivers do their thing. And of course, Weston Anderson, new new to Monster Jam. I think they said about 16 or 17 years old. I don't know. Maybe he might be a little younger, maybe a little older. But we watched him in Gravedigger Orange in the Orange Gravedigger in the World Finals this year, and man, he blew the roof off the place. Couldn't be prouder of this kid. Like showing his talent, showcasing his talent to what the Anderson name really is, and it really is great to see how many Gravediggers there is on track now, multiple different colors, but with keeping Adam Anderson in the black and green wrecking machine, the original Gravedigger that Dennis Anderson made so famous. It was just amazing. So let me I'm gonna restart Chrome. So it's not letting. Oh. Have you ever seen? Not now. I really want to say this. Have you ever seen? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. So, if y'all are big Monster Jam fans, what do you want to say? Um, I want to ask who was y'all's favorite monster truck growing up, and if they're not, if the driver's not around, who was your favorite? It's not letting me call anybody on Chrome, so we will do this on Discord instead. We will do this on Discord instead because I have Kenny's Discord. That's good. All right, all right. Let me go ahead and get Kenny Curla Jr. I thought it was Kurtula at first when I was younger, but it was a. Where is his name? There it is. All right, so we will go on Discord and call him. I just want to let everybody know that this is something good. Uh, they're definitely one of the best. World Finals wise, this is one of the best World Finals I've ever watched in my life. I'm just going to be honest with you. And honestly, when it comes to World Finals shit, you can't get any better than Adam Anderson and these other kind of people either. Hello, Kenny.
Hello, good sir. I cannot. Your screen is buffering for me.
I know I'm
I
getting
cannot see
everything.
you.
I'm getting everything. My camera's still loading at the moment. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Well, I was just talking to everybody on the stream who's paying attention, if there is anybody on here, about the World Finals this year for Monster Jam and how a broadcaster, Colt Stevens, was able to pick up the World Finals freestyle win and Thunder
Yes.
Roris.
And then we had another first time winner in the Monster Jam World Finals this year. Tristan England won the World Finals Racing Championship. I believe it was over Brandon Vincent, actually.
I don't know who that is.
Brandon Vincent is another Gravedigger driver.
All right. And I was telling him about how, you see all these Gravedigger drivers now, mostly family to the greatest Gravedigger driver ever in Dennis Anderson, seeing all of his kids driving the monster trucks now.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get back into the call. Okay, guys, one second. I'm going to re-enter. I don't know what's wrong with my camera. If y'all can't see me, it's okay. I don't know what my camera's doing. It was I was saying, I was telling them about, we've seen a lot of good Anderson drivers. So I'm going to start with Weston Anderson, the youngest of the bunch. Did great in his freestyle in the World
Anderson
Finals.
boys.
Shown up and put everything out there, showcase this is what he's here for. Kristen Anderson, she tried as well, wasn't able to get anything done much, but she did prove herself.
Tom, I have to say, probably the biggest backflip I have ever seen a monster truck do before. I found it crazy. It didn't win the world championship, but it was one of the coolest backflips I have ever seen a monster jam truck do.
And speaking of
It's,
biggest, Todd LeDuc, Megalodon's backflip.
yeah.
Something crazy, but there's one person that is not talked about as much, even though she did do good last year. Cynthia Gauthier, and when she was driving Monster Mutt Dalmatian Ice, when it was fire versus ice, with the World Finals, when she
Yes.
said I'm not getting off the brake, and she didn't. She may have broke the truck, but
Oh no,
five
that
seconds.
wasn't the World Finals. That was the All Star Challenge.
Oh, may have she may not have won it, but she did take the lead with a 5 second run with only one move. And then Avenger tried to copy that, and you know what happened? The two front wheels broke off, the front axles, and then he stopped and couldn't continue. But if you're going to score for Cynthia Gauthier, then you're a simp. But she is definitely a great female driver in Monster Jam.
Which actually that leads me to this. She just announced recently said she's pregnant with a child. So Lindsay Reed is going to take over the truck for the first part of the 2024 season while Cynthia has her baby. So congrats to Cynthia Gauthier and her husband for their firstborn child coming soon.
Yes, and I want to say another driver that I do enjoy watching, Ryan Anderson. If you watch Monster Jam, you don't know who Ryan Anderson. Well, here's a little thing for you to know. He was driving the Gravedigger truck before Son of a Digger came out. But that's when Adam Anderson was driving Gravedigger the Legend. But ever since Son of a Digger came out and Dennis Anderson retired, Adam Anderson took over Gravedigger, the black and green wrecking machine, which is legendary.
2016, Adam Anderson took Gravedigger.
And guys,
Ryan debuted in Monster Mutt 2010.
I am gonna start something. I have an announcement to make about this, and I want to know if Kenny would like to join as well. Kenny, I am starting a Monster Jam Steel Titans. On the first one or second one, you can freestyle on the second one if you have it, or if you have the first one, you can join me in the Hydra
I have both.
In the Hydra Venom Energy Water freestyle. So we will be freestyling in multiple trucks, and we'll act like we're other people. We'll, even if you want to sign up, we'll drive your truck for you, and we're gonna see who y'all vote is the best truck. We will have racing, which on two different ones we'll have. We'll see what truck. Because I drive El Toro Loco Black. Just kidding. I drive Son of a Digger.
I drive Max D.
Yes, and you know what? Speaking of, there's an announcement out that Monster Jam Steel Titans will be coming out, whether it's next year or the year after, and they are going to be bringing back a few trucks, and the list is Destroyer, Bulldozer, Gunslinger, Maximum Destruction, Goldberg, and Grandma Gravedigger, along with Prowler, Predator, and possibly a new truck for Bounty Hunter, Scarlet Bandit, and Iron Outlaw, making their return.
Bunch of independent trucks.
Along with a new feature, Create a Truck.
Oh.
Now, not only I think, and I'm going to start with this one, and I know Kenny will have something to say about that. In a monster truck game, we have not seen a monster truck game have a feature like that before. So the fact they're considering a paint booth and everything for your own monster truck, I think that's a good idea. bringing more people in and creating what they want to see.
Absolutely.
Well, how do you
So I don't know if I think it's a great idea. I love it.
what were you
I
saying,
love
bro?
it personally. So I don't know if you watch the independent scenes of monster truck industry. There is a driver by the name of Joe Sylvester in Bad Habits that drives.
I actually have
He used to
I
drive a
haven't
monster
seen.
jam.
I do know about the one bad habit, but they have two trucks. One that's an actual truck, and then one that's an SUV. Looks more like a Escalade or something.
Jeep version. He has a Jeep version of Bad Habit.
All right. I used to have.
It's a cool thing. How,
Go ahead.
God. However, at the end of the season, he is retiring.
You know.
Uh, Joel Sylvester is retiring, which has already been purchased by John Zimmer Sr. and Jr. for the brand new Terminal Velocity Monster Jam truck
And if
for
y'all know
John
who,
Zimmer Jr. to drive.
and if you know who they are, the dad drives Stone Crusher. And I will say this:
Oh, but there,
one
no
truck,
one he drives.
one truck. I hope comes back. Well, a few trucks. Backwards Bob. I hope he comes back. Love that truck. And this is a truck. The truck that I'm about to say didn't get a lot of love, but I loved it specifically. U.S. Air Force Afterburner.
The truck that gave David Bradshaw his one and only world championship,
That
2009.
that and the only truck I have said this over and over again. You can freestyle all you want, and you can create some great ass, some cool ass moments, but you can never forget Mad Scientist freestyle with the very first front flip from a
Oh, the
wheelie.
front flip. Lee O'Donnell, 2017 World Finals Freestyle Championship run.
Yep,
It
which
was
was
an okay
amazing.
run to begin with, but until he did that last move after he did a backflip to save it, that
That
icing on
ate
the
on the
cake.
cake. And guys, if you want to try something, if y'all don't like Logan Paul or anything, hate on Logan Paul if you want to, but don't diss the Prime. Prime is actually good. I'm not gonna lie. Right now, I am drinking a Glowberry Prime, which is actually great. Hell,
I have drink prime before, and I will say it's actually pretty good.
diss on Logan Paul all you want. I don't like him personally, and I will tell that to his face. And if y'all did watch WWE
But
SmackDown last night, Santos Escobar has turned on Rey Mysterio, along with Kairi Sane, Asuka, Io Sky, Dakota Kai, and Bailey all being in Damage Control. Now, while I do think this is a good idea, Santos Escobar to me, it seems only right that he goes heel. But here's my
so
thoughts about it, and tell me if you think the same. Kenny, you might think the same, or maybe you think different. I think since Santos Escobar did turn heel, will LWO turn against Rey Mysterio too? Because you know, Selena Vega, she didn't feel too happy about what happened, and Joaquin Wild and the other guy, I forgot Del Toro. Do you think that they're just
because
playing? Do you think they're going to go with Santos since they've been with him for so long, or do you think it's time they
I
split
mean,
off?
possibly. I mean, it's a possibility it might follow him.
I think it's about time that Santos goes heel like he is now and goes on a solo run because I think he deserves a solo run. He's been with the team since Legado del Fantasma. Now he's with the LWO. Now he's on his own. I think it's a good idea that WWE pulled him out of the LWO finally. But guys, what do y'all think about the Monster Jam series? Me and Kenny will come up with a name. Hell, if you have a freestyle, if you have the game, we will do signups too. If you have the game, come join it. But for these to be good, for this to be a good series, every time we have a show, you got to go to the same stadium. We will not be doing racing because that's going to be a little hard. It's going to be a little hard if we don't have the game. If we can't do 2-player on there. So in that case, it'll be a
But you
free.
can't.
It will be a freestyle, and all of these will be done under free ride, so you can get the time, but you will have a 2-minute timer, and after your 2 minutes is done, you have 30 seconds of bonus time for you to show up and show out your best. But you can't restart your truck. You can't reset it. So if it lands on its roof, then your freestyle is over. If it lands on its side, you can try to do the spin to get it back up. But if you can't after the first time, then your freestyle is over. Now, Kenny can tell you
Exactly.
as drivers what the judges will look for, because he's a big Monster Jam fan just like myself. So he'll tell you exactly what the judges will be looking for in your freestyles.
Wow factors. Bicycles, possibly a moonwalk, crazy saves, and the rule is you can only do 2 backflips in your run.
And if you
2 back.
want to, a stoppie. If you can get a stoppie, that
Yes,
is a big wow moment.
a moonwalk. I have a backflip ramp.
Oh yeah, and if you want to,
Pretty cool.
if you can backflip your truck and land in a wheelie, or hell, front flip and land in a stoppie, then that will impress the judges. I used to be in a league in Monster Jam Steel Titans. I still am, and I am a former freestyle world champion in my own right. I actually have a
I
World
have
Finals
too.
freestyle coming up.
I play. There's a game out there on your PC or your Google Chromebook you can play. It's called BMG. If you get that game, there's actually a website where you can download actual Monster Jam tracks and trucks,
And that's on your
and you can
phone?
play it. PC, you can not on your phone. I wish. PC setup like I have in my room. Maybe your laptop will probably let you do it.
I have
It
downloaded
doesn't
one.
cost much to get
I have
BMG.
downloaded one game with that has realistic axles and everything. It's called Rigs of Rods.
I've seen that game. I don't personally like it, but that's just me.
But it lagged a lot, and it takes a lot more to do with Rigs of Rods. You have to download all your mods. You got to make sure your computer's working fine, because if you don't have a good PC for
Exactly.
it, then it's going to lag.
Exactly the point.
And if we do this, if me and Kenny do this Monster Jam series, and y'all want to be a judge and not just a not just a
Prepare.
driver, then you can. Hell, we'll even add you to a call with us, and you can be a commentator. Lord knows we'll need those. But
For my part, we're definitely need one of those.
But I am going to announce who I am. My name is Gamer X. I am part of Team Grave Digger. I drive Son of a Digger.
All right, now go ahead and name mine.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
am NASCAR Guy 86. I drive Max D Fire.
So you're on Team Maximum Destruction.
Absolutely, because Thomas is my favorite Monster Jam driver of all time.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm not just on Team Grave Digger. On this game, I had to re-announce myself. My name is Gamer X, and I drive Son of a Digger, and I'm part of Team Ice. Right now, I am on Monster Jam Steel Titans practicing my freestyle run. We are in the World Finals this year. So again, I have made it back to the World Finals, and as long as I have a good freestyle run, I have a good chance of winning the championship. But I am only the highest freestyle right now is at a 9.95. Definitely going to be the hardest freestyle to beat, but you know what? I've tried my hardest before, so I'm definitely going to do my best now.
Absolutely. Now, I got a question for you guys. If you have never been to a Monster Jam show, I recommend going to one because you will have the time of your life. I swear to God. The cool thing is for you, Rex, since you live in Oklahoma, there's monster truck shows out in Oklahoma you can go to.
Oh yeah, they come to Oklahoma City and Tulsa sometimes.
Exactly. A lot of things.
And guys,
There are independent tours.
the action don't stop here because after I will be on Monster Jam Steel Titans recorded and I will be live streaming my freestyle run and I will have Kenny in a call with me on Facebook or on Discord wherever he wants to be, and he can even commentate this. Y'all may not be able to hear it, but I'd love to hear his commentary to this.
I'm gonna
I
try
just
to accommodate.
but I know he's going to judge how my freestyle is. Like he'll give me because I'll be doing practice first. Then I got to go back to the starting line to start my actual freestyle. So I know he'll give me I know he'll rate my score honestly. But here's another rule: even though you get 2 backflips in your freestyle during bonus time, I will give you an additional backflip you can do because the more backflips, the
Yep.
bigger the wow factor is going to be. And if you can get a reverse backflip, that's going to give you extra points. Hell, corkscrews and everything. Show us your best. So I'm going to go ahead and